very good Monday morning, everybody. We got frozen water bowls. TMR broke Sunday. We're just fixing it now. We snapped two bolts off of the hitch that hold the weigh bar, the front weigh bar on. So we had to get those these morning. Got two new bolts this morning, and I gotta go get a heat gun. Our heat gun doesn't work, so we can start unthawing some water bowls. And we gotta maybe renovate some water bowls. One's missing the top lid, and well, minus 16 and it's already frozen, so it's not gonna do well this winter if you don't fix it now. So, all right, so this style of weigh bar is actually the hitch. So as you can see, the weigh bar goes in there and it's bolted down to the frame. Well, those two bolts snapped off yesterday. Luckily, they actually snapped off when we were on the cement pad at Constance, not on the road. It would have been a bad day if it went on the road. All right, so we're at the Constance farm. We just got here, and look at this. There's no manure on the pad, barely any. So there's only a little group of cows that were staying here overnight, which is good. That means they all went over on the other side where we did bedding yesterday and where we set up the windbreaks. So I got less cleaning to do this morning, which is good for everything. So that'll be a little bit quicker. We have a lot less cows to move off, and we have a lot less cleaning to do. So we're saving time and money this morning. The boys are really enjoying their bedding I put down yesterday. They needed that. They slept well, I bet. All right, cows are all fed. Just gotta go get a load of silage now for tomorrow. A couple silage bales. All right, we made it up the hill. We were spinning, but we made it. We got another load of silage, good for a week or so. Pick up our weekly trash. We're gonna go compact it at home in the compactor. So now we got a full load. We're just gonna squish it. Got the come along or the chain blocks. It's out of neutral. It's going down. Third time we do it, something like that. Second time, 2 tons. So it gets to the bottom. These are pretty strong, eh?
Maxing it out now.
You go a little bit more, actually. And just leave it like that to compact. Cool. Let that stay like that for a day, and then we'll fill it up again. All right, so today we got another crazy idea we want to do. It's too windy, you can't hear me, just wait. All right, we got a crazy idea again. So we need, the reason our calves were sick, there's like probably 3 reasons. One was water contamination, one was feed, something wrong with the feed, like feeding them silage, and the third one is unknown. So completely none of those two. So we're starting with water. So the water could be contaminated because it's a creek. It's just a free-flowing creek. So we want to get the cows out of the creek and get them drinking at a water bowl that doesn't freeze. So we have to set something up. I'll explain more. So back to Google Earth Pro for some measuring. This is a satellite image of where the cows are. So this is where the cows are in the wintertime. This is the hay barn. and we keep them up here. This is where the sandbar, we put sand this summer, and this is where they go when everything's frozen. There's a creek, as you can see, that goes all the way here, and the cows actually, let's see what go on here. The cows have a little rock ledge that they drink from here. So we want to eliminate that. We're going to run a pipe. I'm thinking a 3-inch or 6-inch tile drain, like a smooth wall tile drain, not a perforated one, along here, all the way up to here. So if we have to, we can block the culvert here to raise the levels, but I'm pretty sure the water will flow through that pipe, and from here it goes into an 1.25-inch pipe. It connects right here, and it goes outside of the creek, but it still follows the creek. Right out around here, there's a steel metal box where the water flows in at the bottom of the box, and there's another pipe. There's another pipe on the adjacent side of where it comes into at the top, so that it doesn't overflow, and it goes out that pipe back into the creek. So we have a continuous flow of water, but it's into a box, so it's like a nice contained area, so the cows can't do their business in it and contaminate the water. So that's what we want to kind of do. It worked before. My dad had that for years. It worked. He had a lot of other setups that we had for water, but we have to do something about it. So we just have to measure how much pipe we need here. So give or take, we need about 416 feet of pipe. I have to figure out the slope now from here down to here, but the water flows, so I don't really have to calculate. So according to this, the bottom is 61, and up here is 65. So we have 4 meters of elevation, which is plenty. So from here to here, and hopefully there's a pipe still here, that 1.5-inch pipe, or we'll have to go get another one of those. All right, so we're just trying to figure out what's the best way to get water from A to B, which pipe to use. Talked to my dad. He said tile drain is probably not a good idea because it doesn't last long enough. He tried it before, and it just breaks after a while. So we're probably gonna go with that 3 or 4-inch rubber irrigation line from my uncle's. It's a little expensive, but from what I'm looking and seeing, we can't even get 3-inch black plastic pipe. I checked the co-op; they don't even have any. So I checked on Amazon too, and it was like $1,500 for 100 feet. So we're gonna have to go with that. But on a side note, I picked up this bad boy at the co-op. This is for unthawing water bowls. It looks like a drill, but it's a heat gun. This is pretty awesome. Look at that. And it's portable, you don't have to plug it in. A lot of the times when the water bowls are frozen, you gotta haul a bucket of water, and usually it's over at Constance, so we have to bring it in the tractor, and we haul 2 buckets of 2 10-gallon or 5-gallon pails of hot water, and it spills everywhere, and it's a mess. And look at this, you can just throw it in the back seat, and it even has a locking trigger. So I'm pretty stoked about this. This is gonna make frozen water bowls a dream, man. It's gonna be sweet. Gonna look forward to unthawing water bowls now. All right, so we're gonna go scope out the area where we want to lay that water line, and I'll show you everything. Just give us a better idea of what we're trying to do. And it's also been like 15 years since that water system has worked, so we just gotta go check everything. Could be rusted out. All right, so as you can see, this tree fell down, almost hit it, but this is the box. I have not even seen this in my life. Anyways, so this is where the water comes in, I presume, and that's where it goes out. I don't know. anyways, I doubt any of this is gonna, I don't know if there's water in it, I don't know if it's gonna be frozen. Pipes look rusty. So apparently that pipe's dug in all the way to the creek. So the creek's just over here. All right, so this is the top of the creek. We're just on a culvert here. We call it the bridge, but we want to put the pipe in coming around somewhere here. So it's gonna run all the way along down to that red water trough. The only problem is we have to somehow block this culvert here so that the water level can rise, so that the pipe or the water doesn't freeze completely solid. So it's gonna be a little bit cold installing this now, but we gotta get it done. You gotta like to get it done before it gets too cold and before everything freezes up solid. So, and I want to see if this is actually gonna work. So I don't know how it's gonna work. It looks to me like this is completely frozen. Anyways, so I found the old, probably 1.25 inch black pipe that goes all the way down along the creek to the trough. So from here upwards is where we're going to connect that 3-inch rubber hose. And for some reason, this is not going to freeze this pipe. So I don't know what we're trying to achieve, but we want to have a high flow rate just so that the water doesn't freeze, so it's always moving. Because as you can see, this water's moving here and it doesn't freeze. So if you can increase your pressure and I guess flow, the water won't freeze or something. I don't know, but I don't know if this pipe already has water in it that is frozen, because it was kind of just laying here. So I don't know if this pipe's gonna be blocked or if it's any good anymore. As you can see, it goes all the way down the creek. So we'll go get a chainsaw and just clean up that tree that fell down by the water bowl, and we'll go from there. Alright, got the saw, just put a new chain on it. Nice sharp chain. We're gonna clean up all this mess around here. It's pretty cold, so I gotta get moving to warm up. Fair bit of wood here, so I just cleared all the brush around the water bowl. There's a couple limbs that fell off these trees here when we had a big wind, so lots of wood there. Might be able to use that in the springtime for the sugar shack if that gets going. So we're at the top of the creek here, just where the pipe starts. This part of the pipe was full of mud. I just stuck it underwater to see if some water would come out. I ended up cutting it with the chainsaw, and it was about half the pipe, so there must have been something stuck in it. Now I just stuck it under water, this pipe here, and I'm gonna see down at the water trough if it actually fills up. I mean, there's a lot of pipe to fill, so it's gonna take a while, but it's gotta put something. Oh, it holds itself. Put a rock on it or something. I'm just concerned if something goes in the pipe and blocks it, but no water yet. So either the pipe from here to there is blocked, frozen, or broken, or the water just somehow doesn't go through it because I don't know. Anyways, I think it's frozen. So we're just gonna wait a little bit and see what happens. So we're gonna wait until the weather gets a little bit warmer to work on that water system, because well, clearly it's not working, and it's probably everything's frozen. So I think it's gonna be a little bit warmer in a couple of days, so we'll take a look at it. For now, we're gonna get going on that window. That's the frame for the back window of the tractor. We broke a couple months ago. I figured we'll put that together today. All right, so everything's spray foamed in there. It's pretty stuck. Pretty good packaging though, I gotta say. Now we gotta get this out and stick that frame onto the window. A couple screw points. Alright, that's how it kind of looks. It just bolts on through. It's kind of squishes together, and there's the rubber washers. So. Alright, hinges are on. Everything's tight. Now we just gotta pick out all the broken glass in the crack here, so that we can fit it on the edge of the glass. This is all broken glass inside. Tedious task. All right, so the window gasket is all on. I put some caulking on it or some adhesive to make sure it sticks on. It doesn't fall off all the time, which it had done before. So, second time around, we got it figured out. Nice new window, finally. Gotta put bolts in there though. All right. So our window's finally in. Now we can enjoy the nice warmth it will bring us. Anyways, this has to be washed. So we're gonna wash it, and then we're gonna stick it in the shop for the night, let it dry off, and then you'll all be able to see through the windows finally and not just see mud. So I'm kind of doing this for you guys. Remember to like and subscribe. I gotta start saying that. Subscribe. 95% of you are not subscribed. Jeez. Let's get this thing going. All right. Starting to get dark. Look at this thing. She's clean. All right. Thanks for watching. Till tomorrow.